As one of the world's most innovative countries, Sweden has great prospects when it comes to transition to a circular economy through both technological development and also innovation in our businesses. And we see that many Swedish companies have already seen the potential in transitioning their businesses towards a more resource-efficient, bio-based and circular economy, and have set targets and strategies both in terms of circularity and in terms of climate neutrality. In the vehicle and battery industries, transition towards electrical vehicles has put new demands on not only on securing higher capacity for battery production, but also on finding smart and innovative business models that would enable higher utilization, recirculation, and endurance of batteries that we put on the market. So it is very important that we ensure that batteries can be reused and recycled after their first application. And this is what we have been doing research on at RISE through a number of research projects in collaboration with Swedish industries. We have looked into circular business models for batteries. We see that there is a need for more collaboration across the battery value chain, and that SMEs take an important part actually in building and shaping future business ecosystems.
One year ago, I founded Cling Systems after finishing my master thesis at a company called Hotspot. I was at their recycling department and realized the potential with batteries. I saw how they will eventually replace fossil fuels, but this is coming with a huge cost. In terms of horrible supply chains, and recycling is one of the key enablers of sustainable batteries. My task there was to map out where the batteries go at end of life. So when they're removed from the vehicle, where do they go? And it turns out they don't go very far. They're removed and put in a container, just because this entire ecosystem at the end of life of batteries is just undeveloped. And the collection systems for electronics and for vehicles and so on, they can't comprehend the complexity of batteries and this nascent market. So Cling Systems is building this B2B market platform that connects owners of waste batteries, dismantlers and workshops and insurance companies, with anyone who can capture the remaining values. They can be reused in a second life, and they can be recycled. And so by removing this friction in this new market, we're enabling and accelerating the transition into a circular economy of batteries.
At Belhos, we envision a global economy that uses business as a force of good. Our mission is to create a circular economy for lithium-ion batteries that has a positive effect on planet, people and profit. We aim to add value by treating used lithium-ion batteries not as a waste, but as a valuable material for recreation. Our aim is to extend the life of products and ultimately reuse and recycle raw materials in the best way possible. By repairing, refurbishing, repurposing, recycling and engineering, we enable the development of a true circular economy for lithium-ion batteries. We proved in 2020 that repair introduces an important incentive to the end user to hand in his batteries. Compared to today's collection systems active in the recycling economy, we achieve at least a plus 50% increase of the collection. This due to the financial incentive for the total value chain of keeping the batteries alive. Repair and reuse is the key to complete the circular life of the lithium-ion battery. NOAS is ready to close the loop.
At Nautical, we design systems to help our customers use the batteries more efficient. We do this by gathering data from how batteries actually are being used out there in the streets. We analyze those with our big data tools in our cloud system, and we give back insights to our customers on how to use the batteries more efficient and prolong the battery lifetime. With the tools that we have available, we can predict how batteries will degrade in the future, and we can also say something about the value of the battery and the future performance of the battery. This allows us to make sure that batteries are not discarded prematurely, and we can make sure that batteries are used in a second life application with an efficient return of investment. As you may know, batteries are very expensive, both from an environmental point of view, but also from a financial point of view. So we really believe that we have to make ensure that batteries are used as optimal as possible before they are recycled.
Instead of producing new batteries for our product, we just reuse old batteries from the EV market. We get them from recyclers or from OEMs, then we test them, refurbish them for the second life application, then we implement them into our product. With our product, we're saving the battery production of new batteries. So what we're actually doing is we're saving the CO2 production, so we don't need to produce them anymore. And we're saving the production of new raw materials, which are bad for the environment, bad for the people that have to mine them. I think we have a really good motivation because it's kind of an impact startup. So we got a lot of young, motivated people, and that's really important for us. Because as a startup, we can't pay a lot of engineers for the moment, so we got a lot of support of the really close EFRE Aachen, and that's really good for us because we got a lot of motivated and talented young students to help us. So I believe, and I think the young generation believes, that we have to stop going for just profit-oriented economy and really start going for sustainable, ethic and social solution for the way of living and the way we treat the nature.
What I'm really looking forward to, and what I think this webinar really will do well, is highlight some of the key roles and functions that we as a society need to establish in order to make a sustainable business ecosystem for traction batteries. Right now, the production system for traction batteries is well on its way, but we need the repairers, the ones that handle the data, the ones that assess battery quality, the ones that connect actors together, buyers, sellers of battery cells or batteries, the ones that maybe find intuitive ways to reuse the battery cells. And we have some great examples in the companies that we have invited to this webinar.